36-year-old Mathew Nyamlori, now a final year student at Kenyatta University, sat for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education (KCPE) close to a decade before attaining secondary education. Growing up, he wanted to be a doctor. His dreams were almost realized in 1998 when he first sat for his KCPE. He scored 478 marks out of a possible 700 while at Kipsimbol Primary School and got an admission letter to Kabianga High School. Here is his story.
My name is Mathew Nyamlori. I'm 36 years old. I happen to have struggled in order for me to reach the level I am a final year student at Kenyatta University currently. I sat for KCPE 9 times. My first attempt was in 1998 at Kipsimbol Primary School, Dainai Division, Bomet County. I scored 478. Yes. I was admitted at Kabianga High School. I could not join because of lack of fee. In the year 1999, I went to Rongo. My aunt was teaching there. I was residing with her. I sat for KCPE at Rongo Primary School. That was my second attempt. I scored 559. I was admitted at Kanga High School. 2000 I joined Kanga. My distant relative offered me a scholarship in Form 1. 2001 she dropped me. She had family problems. When I was dropped, I had to leave Kanga High School. In the year 2002, I went back to primary. I sat at KCPE Primary School. I sat again for KCPE. I scored 387. I was admitted at Rapogi High School in Migori County. 2003, I went to Sony Sugar Primary, enrolled again in class 8, sat for KCPE. I scored 399. I was admitted again at Rapogi High School. 2004, the director Rangwe Junior Academy came and took me to his school. He had a school in Rangwe, Omabay County. I sat for KCPE. I scored 434. I was admitted at Maseno School. I went to Maseno in second term. I went to Maseno and I was doing well, minus uniform, minus fee. But the school offered me the uniform. But come 2000 that was 2005. 2006 I dropped out because school fee. I had no one to support me. In 2007, I was almost losing hope. I came to Nairobi doing Mujengo, but life was hard. I remember at first I stayed at Madare Valley. Later on I moved to Dandora Phase 4, and I was trekking all the way to Pendo Miller to go do Mujengo, looking for contract, casual work. But I found it so difficult because at the end of the day you are given 200 or 250 and you use nearly everything for meals and transport. So I decided to go back to school in 2008. I went to Agorosari Primary School at Oyugis, Omabay County. I scored 397. I was admitted at Maranda High School. I didn't join Maranda. In 2009, another pastor also came to me. He had a school at Ndulele, Narok County, Aldoreti Junior Academy. I sat for KCPE again in 2009. I scored 401. I was admitted at Kapsabet Boys High School. I could not join Kapsabet due to fee. I didn't have fee. In the year 2010, I went for Gape Junior Academy. It was a school owned by a bishop. I was on free scholarship. I sat for KCPE, scored 401. admitted at Maranda. I didn't go to Maranda. Then last but not least, in 2011, I went to Oriri Primary. Oriri is in Ringa, Kabondo Kasipul constituency. I scored 403, admitted in Nairobi school. And luckily enough, I was among the beneficiary of Wings to Fly Scholarship, Equity Group Foundation. So they sponsored me, where I sat for KCSE in the year 2015. I scored a B plus of 71 points. I was admitted at Kenyatta University to pursue Bachelor of Public Policy and Administration. I'm now in 4th year, completing the course. Now, this is my final semester in Kenyatta University.
So you basically went through both systems where there were 700 marks, then you also went through the 500 marks.
Yes, I went through the both system, 700 and 500. It was a challenge because life was hard. I am the ninth born in the family of 13. And most of our siblings, no one had stepped in high school. So I was trying to be resilient, to break down the narrative. I wanted to keep up this thing of the family of Nani, no one is proceeding to secondary school or to university. So I was just resilient in myself to make sure that I have the brain and I can make it. And that is part of my motivation.
What were your siblings telling you, your older siblings, when you were doing all this, when you're going back to school every single year? Were they telling you to stop going to school, or were they encouraging you?
When you check the primary school I attended, it was in different districts, different counties. So I never wanted discouragement. I wanted to move to a new place where nobody knows me. So my motto was, that person who is with me advising me to carry on education will be my friend. The person discouraging me, I'll keep off from you. My parents were casual laborer. So I never wanted to stress them because, maintaining a student in high school, it was not easy for somebody who is not employed, somebody who doesn't have any income of any farm, you see. So it was me, I wanted to change our background, to tell the community that surely when you are resilient and when you are persistent, we are out resistant. So I tried the much I could do to make sure that I reach the university.
So on that point, what gave you the persistence? What kept you moving?
Basically, what kept me moving was when I looked at the society, those who were graduate, because in the society, the graduate people are more so the secondary high school teachers. And when you see their living standard compared to maybe the Form 4 leaver or any other person, you see these are two different people and they are coming from the same community, but their living standard is different completely. So me also, I was encouraged and said that if I can get formal education to my best, I will be able also to change the society. And also I will reduce the rate of dependency in my family, depending on one person when you have a problem to be helped, you see. So I wanted to be somebody who is self-reliant, using my brain to reach the level at which I can also help the society.
And then we can see that you went to different primary schools in different parts of Kenya. Maybe somewhere you had a relative, like you had a nurse somewhere in Rongo.
It was always, but even when I had an aunt at Rongo, but she was transferred to Soti during the second term. Then I seek refuge in a church. I stayed in the Power of Jesus Around the World Church until I completed my KCPE. Afterwards,
how were you surviving? What were you eating? Your aunt has now been transferred.
Struggling, just struggling. I started, anyway, generally, I started doing casual job when I was in class 4. And that is why I can speak fluent Kipsigis and fluent Luo. Even when we were in Kipsigis in Bomet County, I used to milk cows to earn a living, to get uniform. I used to weed shamba. I used to go and harvest maize for somebody, for me to be given something to eat. So I started struggling long time ago. Even when I was in post-primary school, I was repeating. Sometimes I could live in a classroom, stayed in a classroom, having a jiko somewhere, putting my clothes in a polythene bag. Then over the weekend, I go do mujengo. I go do casual job, of which can sustain me in the course of the week.
So that's how you survived?
That's why I survived.
I read somewhere that there's a time you lived in a bathroom.
Yeah, I had once stayed in a bathroom in Drongo. I remember I was putting, that is in 202 when I was in Kitere. During the holiday, you cannot stay in school alone.
Yeah.
You move out.
Yeah.
So I go live in a bathroom outside. In the morning, I go do mujengo. At night, I go spend in the bathroom. And I made it all the April holiday, August holiday, and December holiday.
So the 3 times you were living in a
bathroom.
Wow. So, and how were you taking your bath? Were you sleeping on the floor?
I didn't have any mattress. There was kagunia there, and and one blanket. So bath, I could go to the river. I take a bath after doing mujengo. After completing mujengo, I go to the river, I take a bath, go to a kibanda, take some meal using the mujengo money, come back and sleep.
Wow. So it was really a struggle.
Yeah, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. It was not an easy thing, but it needs a different heart for you to maintain that.
Yeah. So on a different note, you are now 36 years old.
Yes.
Do you feel the pressure we feel these days where people are telling us that you are 30 years, 36, you're not married, you don't have a family of your own? Then you go to class, you're in your final year, doing a degree, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure most of your classmates are younger than you.
Yes.
Is there a way they look at you, or do they see you as kind of a motivation to them?
It is kind of a motivation because in the assignment, submitting assignment, I'm always the first person to submit. I do my work. I have a group work study. I'm the one pushing them to come for study. You see, you don't see what somebody say about you if you want to succeed.
Okay.
Because you can fail several times. And the last time you succeed and helping the person who was laughing at you was bringing you down.
Yeah.
So I am not giving in to listening to anybody who is discouraging me because I know my background.
Yeah.
I struggle a lot in life. Say that I could not marry earlier to bring another child to a problem.
Yeah.
My work was to see at least when I have something, I can get married, my child to live in a stable condition better than what I went through. Yes, that is my principle. And over my principle, I always invite people to discourage me because history is made and history is not repeated. I'm ready to make an history in the world that when somebody is resilient, even if you don't have anything, you can change a society. And you can even change a society norm. And you know that in education, there is no age limit. In a society, cultural thing is where people think that now you are old, you cannot do this. I'm seeing some of the MP who tried even 6 times, 5 times, and now they are in parliament. So do you want to tell me that They were using a lot of resources campaigning. You want to tell me they have not achieved whatever they wanted? They achieved.
Yeah.
You see? So it is you in person. If you want to do something, don't lose out.
You go through high school and now you're in campus, you're in final year. What are your parents saying, or your siblings? What do they think of you now?
I think my parents are the happiest. I'm happy they are alive and they will have to attend my graduation. Besides my mom losing sight when I was in Form 2 in Nairobi school, it also affected me. They are happy. They are happy that I am completing the school.
They must be very proud of you.
Yeah, they are very proud of me, and in fact, I've been helping them. In case I get something, they are the first people beneficiary.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about your siblings? Your older brothers?
Some of them are old. Everybody else is like, because my brother I'm following went through Stare. He's a teacher at Juja Preparatory. Another one is a police officer in Mwingi, my follower. Those are the only people who went to secondary school out of 13.
So the one who went to Stare was sponsored?
He was fully sponsored.
Oh,
yes.
And the policeman?
Was in a day school, also sponsored by the church.
Oh.
But I'm also hoping to get a place to work, to get a capital,
actually,
to start a business.
What do you want to do after school? What are you looking for? Where do you want to be?
You know, in the education system of Kenya, 844 system, I'm doing policy. I know policy is dealing with problems. So when I analyze the education system in Kenya, are training, they are not training entrepreneurs. You see?
They are training someone to be
employed. And they have been training this for a long time. You see? They have not devised a method whereby if you are an artist, you do this. If you are good at acting theater, you do this. If you are good in management or in policy making, you do this. If you're good in education, you can do education and open a school or a tuition or a tutorial classes. Yeah, that is what the government should allow. And also, what I'm planning to do, in case I'm given a capital, I think I'll have changed everything. Because I've done some businesses before I joined even KU. I've done a tomato business, agri-business, you see.
So if we had someone give you like 1 million shillings today, what kind of a business would you venture into? I'm sure you've thought about this so many times.
I've thought a lot about that because I'll venture into agribusiness. The avocado I'm buying in Ruiru using 100 bob. When you go to Awendo, Rongo, avocado, full sack of avocado is 500 shillings, of which it has more than 500 avocados. When you bring those avocado here and sell them at 100 bob or even at 70 bob to sell to in a wholesale price, you will be in a different high. Let's go to pumpkin. You know, these things are very healthy food. Currently pumpkin, the normal one, is here in Nairobi, it is 200 shillings. Pumpkin, when you go to Kapsoi, Kericho, the area of Kericho, it is 30 bob 40. So when you bring a canda full of pumpkin, you sell something at Modurwa, you come to Ruiru, you go to Georgia, then you go back and purchase again. And I'm happy for the political atmosphere is a bit conducive. It's very calm. So there's conducive environment for businesses. I'll do agribusiness.
Have you considered maybe one day getting into leadership? See, you've gone through a lot, you've struggled a lot, and maybe if you had a chance to get into leadership, you could encourage so many young people never to give up in education.
I was a prefect right from Form 1 to Form 4 in Nairobi school. You can go and get the standard there.
Sure.
My Form 4A, I think they posted the best result so far at the end of the year, 4 years. We used to be the best. All the prizes in academic, we were scooping. You see, I was a role model to them.
Yeah.
I've been a Congress
Student
in Kenyatta University. I have a lot of students. I am a humanitarian, you see. When I suffered, you know, it is paining me when somebody is suffering and I'm in a position to help. Yeah, what we need to do here is to nurture our young people to be, what I can say, to maintain integrity. What our leaders lack mostly is integrity. When I have integrity, I will not pay goons to boo somebody or to beat up my opponents.
Yeah.
When I have integrity, I will not only give bursary to my psycho fans.
Yeah.
I will give bursary to the needy because they deserve. The bursary is meant for them.
Yeah.
And I'm also praying for more corporate organization.
Yeah.
Safaricom is doing with Safaricom Academy.
Yeah.
Airtel should also come up, teaming up with another profit-making corporate organization to give us, to open up the CSR activity, corporate social responsibility, to assist the needy in education, or to improve the village upgrading by giving youth, empowering youth to do some small businesses. Yes.
Looking at that camera, what would you tell a 14-year-old who is in class 8 and does not know where school fees will come from for Form 1, or in a teen-year-old who is in Form 4 right now, who does very well in the exams and they don't know where school fees to go to campus will come from?
What I can tell a 14-year-old teenager who is in class 8, who is in Form 1 already, and have problem, never shall you despair. During our time, there were no this equity, Palmhouse, cooperative, this government, whatever, is taking over 9,000 at a go, and somebody, the cut-off point is 280. So you see, they are in a good environment. It is only that nowadays, the pupil don't struggle. And when even you go to, they are less motivated. And why are they less motivated? Because there are no employment. A pupil in a class 7 or class 8 will see the brother who graduated long time ago taking changa with those people, with boda rider in the village. How will you motivate such as a pupil to struggle? It will not. So it is upon the government through youth department to improve you. You should be empowered. What I lack now is capital. Even if I would have gotten a capital earlier when I was in Nairobi, when I was in Kenya, joining Kenyatta University, I would have been far. What I lack is capital. If somebody or even any corporate organization can call me and give me any capital now to try me and do follow-up, they will see changes in less than 5 months. Your background should not deter you from going forward. What I still say, the end justify the means. And also, persistent, we are resilient. Now, if a people can perform best and admit, I saw recently another boy moving to Kanga with only a box with a bar shop. When I was going to Kanga High School, I purchased everything, including uniform, using Mujengo. And no one could come in to help me, just pay only school fee. Same thing applies to Maseno. Box what I bought it myself. No one could come in to pay for me school fee. You see, they are in a bit good society. If you struggle a bit, things have changed. We have so many people with good hearts outside here, willing to help. It's only that I have been unlucky. People have been seeing me with my reading my story. I have not had any corporate organization calling me. And policy deal with problem. So the problem is policy. So we have knowledge, we can put it on the ground, to improve to increase the profit or to improve the service delivery of this corporate organization. For you to be given chance to do that, you won't get it unless you know somebody in the society. That is Kenya.
You've heard his story. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. My name is Jackson.